Wow. Oh man, this brings back a lot of memories. You know, you be sitting back talking to people about hip hop and what's going on, with the music, and you be like, man, yeah, what happened to dude, and what happened to this, what happened with that, and somebody told a very interesting story, which I touched on too, and we got to talking about the Cameron Jay-Z thing, and then they had a very interesting story to go along with that story. And I was like, that's more interesting than what I was just saying. I'm more interested in that. So I was like, well, let me bring that to the public. Now, allegedly, through this person's knowledge, during this, after the Jay-Z Cameron thing had subsided, he's suggesting this around the Blueprint 3 time. Jay-Z was doing a concert, doing some shows or whatever, and he did a pop-up appearance at one little after spot they had. It was like a lounging type of area around that parts, and it just so happens to be when Cameron had made a video dissing Jay-Z at the time. He had that song Wet Wipes music video, the one that had Dame in it, and he was very disappointed to see Dame in that video when they got a guy dressed as Jimmy Walker. And they was like, wait a minute, that is Jimmy Walker. Jimmy Walker was in the video dressed as Jay-Z with an imposter Beyonce in there. And they said Jay was so livid over that video because he got the J.J. Evans lines from Nas off the Ether song. He went and found Jimmy Walker and put Jimmy Walker in the video, dressed him up as Jay-Z, wearing Cameron's Rockefeller chain around his neck. And they thought this was extremely disrespectful. And just so happened at this night where they out kicking it, who did they see? Jimmy Walker. So it happens to be that Jimmy Walker and his group that was with him, like Paul Rodriguez and some other comedians, they were doing some stand-ups and some shows at this local comedy club in New York. And, when they was like some big hitters was coming to town to promote the show, somebody knew that Jay-Z was going to be there, one of the acts or whatever, so they were able to get in there. It was good promotion there because people were going to be there taking some pictures. So Jay, who they said was in a great mood, and then out the corner of his eye, he just turned his head and he looked and he saw Jimmy Walker, and he was like, it was from a distance. It was like down there. He's like, I don't even know if Jimmy Walker even saw Jay-Z. And Jay's whole demeanor changed. He was just really uncomfortable with the situation. And he went over and whispered something to some of the people there. And they was like, they came out and told them, like, this is a closed set. You guys gonna have to, if y'all wait, y'all gotta wait way in the back. And he was saying that the guy who went and did all this, and they wanted to know why this guy was even there in the first place. And they were saying, he's like, nah, we don't want that group in there. And they was fearing, Jay was afraid that somebody would take his picture, even by accident, to be in the same picture with Jimmy Walker. Jay-Z didn't want to do that because that was going to create something that was going to go on the internet, and it was going to live there forever. Because this was the start of the boom of the internet. This wasn't even, I don't think Instagram was out yet, but YouTube and Twitter, he didn't want that image flying all over the internet of him and Jimmy Walker and bringing all that back up. So they said it wasn't really that personal with Jimmy Walker. But, he couldn't have that happen. Plus, he was ticked off that what Jimmy Walker imitating him, and he knew he was imitating Jay-Z. So Jay still felt a certain way about that. So, you know, they was escorting Jimmy out this way. Jimmy and these guys like, okay, you guys have to go now. Thank you for showing up, but you got to go. They realized, and Jimmy looked like, what's going on? They was like, Ty wanted to go fight him and all this stuff. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go out there. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him up. You want me to do that? And apparently that didn't happen. So, you know, Jimmy Walker is still 6'8". No matter if he is 50, he put one hand around Ty's neck. You know, that could be a wrap. So, anyway, that's how it was told to me. So I just told it to you. I thought it was pretty interesting. Who knows? This might, you know how petty Jay-Z is. He probably made Jimmy Walker life a living hell. He already do stand up out of a little box. You know, and he's probably happy he do that appearance that he do. You know, he loves stand-up comedy, and that's what he does. But who knows what kind of stuff been going on out there. You know, so you never know the stuff you hear. I just wanted to share it all to you. So, you tell me what you think. It's your boy Carcino. I'm out.